Rhea Ripley crashes Lady Gaga's coffin reveal at Netflix Tudum, leaves fans stunned. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we've got some truly surprising and heartwarming news from the WWE Universe. Rhea Ripley crashes Lady Gaga's coffin at Netflix Tudum, leaves fans stunned. In what can only be described as one of the most outrageous and shocking crossovers between WWE and Hollywood pop culture, wrestling megastar Rhea Ripley just did the unthinkable. At the prestigious Netflix Tudum global fan event in São Paulo, Brazil, a moment meant to be a macabre, artful tribute to Lady Gaga's upcoming gothic Netflix series quickly turned into total chaos, when Rhea Ripley emerged from the shadows and crashed Gaga's symbolic coffin presentation. Yes, you heard that right. Lady Gaga, a coffin, and Rhea Ripley, like a black-clad thunderstorm, descending on it all. What followed was a surreal blend of high fashion, gothic symbolism, raw power, and chaos. Fans are confused, outraged, and electrified. So buckle in, because we're breaking down exactly what happened, why Rhea Ripley showed up in the first place, and how Netflix, WWE, and Lady Gaga's fanbases are now colliding in a way no one saw coming. The coffin unveiling. It all started as Netflix kicked off its highly anticipated Tudum fan event, a celebration of its biggest shows and stars. Lady Gaga, who has been mysteriously teasing a dark new project rumored to be a blend of Wednesday, The Witcher, and American Horror Story, was the final act of the night. The lights dimmed. The arena went pitch black. Then, a haunting violin version of Gaga's Bloody Mary echoed across the venue. On the center stage stood a massive jet black coffin, trimmed in red velvet and encased in fog. Fans were screaming. This was supposed to be a performance art piece, Gaga's tribute to her character from the secretive Netflix horror drama, Blood Siren. The plan: Gaga would emerge from the coffin in full costume as her character, a cursed opera singer who returns from the dead to haunt the world through song. It was dark, it was dramatic, it was Gaga, but just as the coffin lid began to creak open, boom, the music was cut, the lights flickered violently, and a familiar voice howled over the PA. "This isn't your resurrection, Gaga, it's Mammy's era now." Suddenly, stormy pyros lit up the stage, and through the fog, Rhea Ripley walked out. Rhea Ripley arrives, decked out in a spiked leather jacket, her arms covered in chains, and dragging a steel chair behind her. Rhea Ripley didn't wait for permission. The stunned Tudum audience didn't know what to think. Was this planned? A collaboration? A stunt? Absolutely not. This wasn't some co-branded entertainment mashup. This was Rhea Ripley going rogue. As the security team scrambled, Ripley climbed onto the stage, stared directly at the ornate coffin, and ripped the lid clean off. And inside, a still, pale Lady Gaga, in character as her vampiric alter ego, La Divina. She slowly sat up, only to be met by a mocking smirk from Ripley, who leaned in and whispered into Gaga's face. "You call yourself a monster? Try facing a nightmare." Then, without hesitation, Rhea grabbed the steel chair, and slammed it down onto the coffin lid, missing Gaga by inches, but cracking the wood in half. The sound echoed like a gunshot. Security finally stormed the stage, but the damage was done. Ripley threw up her signature, "Mommy," hand signal, leapt off the stage, and disappeared into the crowd like a phantom. Live fan reactions. Social media erupted within minutes. On TikTok, fans posted shaky footage of the moment Gaga flinched inside the coffin. On X, formerly Twitter, hashtags trended. Instantly. Hashtag Rhea vs Gaga. Hashtag Netflix nightmare. Hashtag Coffin Gate. One fan tweeted, "What dimension are we in where Rhea Ripley just power walked into a Gaga show and smashed a coffin? I need answers." Another user wrote, "The way Gaga stayed in character while Rhea Ripley was breathing down her neck, true art." But the reactions weren't all love. Gaga's little monsters were furious. Many accused Rhea of ruining a theatrical masterpiece. One comment read, "This was a sacred Gothic ritual, not a wrestling ring. How dare she?" Others argued it was performance perfection, with Gaga herself leaning into the chaos. Backstage rumors started swirling. Was this somehow a planned collision between Netflix and WWE? Was Gaga working with Rhea Ripley for cross-promotion? WWE responds. Just hours later, WWE broke the silence on Instagram with a cryptic black and white video of Rhea Ripley walking down a long hallway. The caption, "Mommy goes where the darkness calls." No official apology, no explanation, just pure attitude. Backstage sources from WWE claimed Rhea had been growing increasingly frustrated during her injury hiatus and wanted to make her return to the public eye on her own terms. Apparently, she had pitched WWE brass the idea of doing something unhinged and viral. What they didn't know was that she'd target Netflix's biggest global fan event, and Lady Gaga's supernatural grand entrance. A source close to WWE Creative reportedly said, "Triple H was livid. This was not coordinated. Rhea took a risk, and now we're in damage control mode." But another insider whispered, "We're playing it off like that. Maybe it was coordinated. Think about it. Netflix gets buzz, Gaga gets press, Rhea becomes a mainstream icon. Lady Gaga speaks out. Fans waited anxiously to hear from Gaga. And finally, she delivered, with a single Instagram post. It was a black and white photo of her, still in her blood siren outfit, sitting on the cracked coffin. Her caption, "She wanted the nightmare. I am the nightmare. Mic drop." The post got over 12 million likes in 2 hours. And in a follow-up TikTok, Gaga added, "There's something beautiful about real chaos. Thank you, Rhea. You made it unforgettable." Was that approval? Gaga's fandom was split. Some felt Gaga embraced it like the performance artist she is. Others said she was gaslit into pretending it was art, when in reality, she was ambushed. But one thing was undeniable. The internet was obsessed. Ray's explanation. The next day, Rhea Ripley finally addressed the incident in a raw, unfiltered Instagram Live. Wearing sunglasses and sipping an energy drink, she stared into the camera and said, "Look, I've been sidelined. I've been told to wait, to heal, to shut up and sit still. That's not me. That's never been me. I needed the world to remember who the hell I am." She added, "Gaga is an icon. I respect her, but she's not the only one who can bring horror and elegance together. I've been doing that for years. The goth girls know, the alt kids know, and now Netflix knows too." She ended the live by simply saying, "Mommy is eternal." And just like that, Rhea was everywhere. From Variety to BuzzFeed, Vogue to Bleacher Report, headlines read, "WWE star hijacks Netflix event. Lady Gaga and Rhea Ripley, rivals or co-stars. Coffin chaos unites wrestling and pop culture. Netflix issues statement." Netflix eventually broke their silence with a strangely cheeky tweet. "We didn't see it coming. But we're not mad about it. #Tudum 2025. They then uploaded the full unedited footage of the Coffin incident, now labeled as "The Nightmare Takes the Stage," an unscripted surprise. Some fans began speculating that Gaga's new show, Blood Siren, might actually feature Rhea Ripley as a guest villain. Others believe this was a viral plant all along. Either way, Netflix capitalized on the moment. Merchandise started appearing overnight. Coffin-shaped mugs, split-face Gaga Rhea t-shirts, even a limited edition Mommy X Siren makeup line teased on Sephora's website. WWE Raw fallout. When WWE Raw aired that Monday, the crowd erupted as Rhea Ripley made her official return. Her new entrance, you guessed it, a black coffin wheeled to the stage, split in half, with fog rolling out. She stood inside it for a moment, before smashing through it with a steel chair. The message was clear. The crossover may have been real, but the dominance was hers. On commentary, Michael Cole shouted, "The nightmare has officially returned, and she's dragging the Netflix universe with her." Ripley cut a chilling promo. "The world tried to bury me. But the truth is, you can't bury darkness. You can't bury power. And you sure as hell can't bury mommy." The crowd went wild. And to top it off, WWE announced that Rhea Ripley will headline SummerSlam, not against a wrestler, but against an unnamed, mystery opponent from beyond. Fans immediately speculated, is Gaga actually coming to the ring? What's next? Whether this was an